The time is 11 o'clock on this late Monday night, February 4th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel sign-off news on this late Monday night, February 4th, 2019. And just before the Peter Channel signs off for the night, a summary of the late night news headlines. It is 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 32 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Monday night is federal prosecutors issue sweeping subpoena for documents from Trump and Allen Committee assigned a deepening criminal probe. President Trump's State of the Union guests to include Josh Trump and Alice Johnson. Trump's direct comments prompts confusion and condemnation. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam consults with officials on whether to quit. Rhode Island sees 21% jump in the number of state workers that make $100 or more. Patriots return to Gillette Stadium today with 6 Lombardi Trophy in hand, while Julian Edelman and Tom Brady celebrated their Super Bowl victory with a parade at Walt Disney World in Florida today. And the Patriots victory parade tomorrow in Boston, starting at 11 a.m. and it'll start at Heinz Convention Center and will end at Boston City Hall. Trump nominates the acting secretary to serve and roll officially. What happened? NTSB says tail and wings broke off the plane before an unusual California crash. New Jersey's minimum wage is headed to $15. Amid freeze, New York inmates spent days without heat or power. Murderers and 100 tons of aid to Cuba as Venezuela meanders fight its own crisis. Global warming predicted in massive mammalian glaciers disrupt food production. North Korea trying to protect nuclear missile capabilities. Men leading search for South plane says wreckage found. Attleboro police arrest 2 alleged drunken drivers minutes apart on the same road. Bridgewater man arrested after fleeing police nearly struck an officer. Man sentenced to 30 years for raping his stepdaughter in North Edinburgh and 2 other towns. Fan slams at a Buckton home. Google's capital expenditures doubled in 2018, the fastest growth in at least 4 years. Sharp Crusade to close 94 stores in bankruptcy. Elon Musk's new plan is scheduled to the moon as fast as possible. Powell tells Trump over dinner that Fed will remain non-political. Looking at stocks now. Up 175, 48, 25, 239, 37. SP5 up 13, 18.34, 27, 24.87, and NASDAQ up 83.67 at 73.7.54. Oceans will change in color less than 100 years. Scientists warn. The North Magnetic Pole just changed it. Astronauts build the most accurate 3D map of warped and twisted Milky Way. Harvard's top astronomer says the alien ship may be among us, and he has a care with his colleagues think. Measles outbreak in southwest Washington raised to 50 cases. But millennial kids was feared by basically on rats, today said. The WHO and the vaccine group back up a critical circle of cancer shots and children on using an unhealthy amount of toothpaste, CDC warns. Look at that news from the wires. More than a week of heavy monsoonal rains in Austria caused historic flooding that left at least 500 homes underwater Monday with more rain expected. Canada, Latin America leaders work on Venezuelan aid. Senate hearing for trauma on a serial killer Bruce McCarthy begins. North Korea preparing and hotels benefits the Chinese tourists. Trump nominates David Bernard as the secretary. Foxborough charter school students help seniors tackle technology. North Edinburgh fire official makes claim that he was repeatedly passed over the promotion puddle. In Edinburgh, 2 men plead guilty Monday to charge they try to purchase cell phones at Mansfield Crossing using fraudulent information. It's all about winning for the Bridgewater Random Girls basketball team. Cole Cassidy's Rachel Johnson reached a 1,000-point plateau. You may no longer vote for the town clerk of Bridgewater, and the council kids be paid. Bridgewater man arrested after fleeing police near struck an officer. In Quincy, a former Quincy school committee member, state Republican Party official, has been charged with stealing money from $1 million an hour. Closed law firm has been disbarred. King of Aquarian gear up for battle over water system. Video shows intruders escaping stolen home. In Taunton, Massachusetts, a fallen on fire. 48 Fitchburg Road, alarm upgrade. Chemical needs have heavy fire. Running by the large apartment building, transmitting a 4th alarm of fire. Pulling crews out of the building. Pure Chill News Storm is 11:04 on this late Monday night. And it's time now for A Peter Channel Sports Report. Celtics Bruins 7-9 off. Okay, look at some NBA scores. Detroit Pistons 129, Denver Nuggets 103. Atlanta Hawks 137, Washington Wizards 129, Milwaukee Bucks 113, Brooklyn Nets 94, Indiana Pacers 109, New Orleans Pelicans 107, Houston Rockets 104, Phoenix Suns 88 with 6:27 left in the fourth quarter, and Sacramento Kings 63, Spurs 59 at halftime break. AHL scores. Five, Arizona Coyotes 4, Toronto Maple Leafs 6, Anaheim Ducks 1, and LA Kings 4. They got Rangers 3, final no time, and Philadelphia Flyers 2, Vancouver Canucks 1. Magic Johnson Lakers competed with Pelicans to win on Anthony Davis. LeVar Ball emerged with Woodside. Lawrence need to be traded to the Suns. Bryce Harper. Drown interest for NBA teams. The Yankees still have slim ups for Manny Machado and Super Bowl ratings spot 11 years ago. Slip Bowl to 100 million. Mark Nielsen says. Peter Childusdog is 11:06 on this late Monday night. It's storming off for Peter Children traffic and transit check. On the MBTA Greenbush train 093 10 p.m. minus operated 53 minutes behind schedule due to train traffic caused by mechanical issue. Kingston train 055 9:30 p.m. minus operated 55 minutes behind schedule between Quincy Center and Kingston due to mechanical issue train traffic. The Queer Rail passenger can expect every ridership Tuesday as Boston celebrates the Patriots victory additional capacity to be added. But riders can expect some expresses run in local trains going express after reaching capacity. Bikes are not allowed. All right, I was in Bowers, New England, 146 on the southbound side. Also at Route 114 in Cumberland, right now. Route 25, westbound side. It's a little slow after Route 6 in Bourne, headed towards the Plymouth Wareham area. Route 3 is a little slow around the Braintree Split, but it's looking good. From Braintree down to Sandwich and Southeast Massachusetts highways out. Looking good on 130 eastbound side. Lawson Jamestown headed towards Newport Bridge. Southern Expressway southbound side. Also at Boston Boulevard, Route 1 and southbound side. Slow at Route 93 in Charlestown, but Boston vicinity looking good. Mass Pike eastbound side. Also around Route 9 in Framingham. Route 3 is southbound side. Also after the New York to Massachusetts border up in Kingsburg. 485 on the southbound side. Slow around Route 28 in Andover. Central Massachusetts highways out. Looking good. Route 2 is a little slow in Templeton, Massachusetts. Route 91 westbound side. A little slow. Mass Pike westbound side. A little slow around Chicopee. Around Route 91 in Connecticut. In Connecticut. Bear Parkway, eastbound side, Low Swamp, Westport, Connecticut. And up and down over New England, 93 on the southbound side, Low Swamp to Really on Concord Rancher, and 295 on the northbound side, slow before Main Turnpike in Brunswick, Maine, and onward 50 on the northbound side, so in Southern Quebec towards Montreal. Peter Childusdog, 11:08, time now for weather report. Radar shows some rain showers in the west central Pennsylvania from Altoona all the way in the western New York State, and rain showers from Syracuse all the way up to upstate New York and the northeast Ontario, and sleet around Ottawa, Ontario. And temperatures in the 30s, about much as 71 and 44 degree reading in Scituate, 41 in Bedford, 40 in Portsmouth, and it's in the 20s, the low 30s in northern New England, at 44 degree reading up in New Hampshire, and 44 in Mount Washington, 41 up in Berlin, New Hampshire. We have a hazard weather outlook because a period likely a former freeze rain and slated periods selected in the northwest of the Boston corridor, especially across high terrain Massachusetts, while most of the precipitation should arrive after Wednesday evening period. Hazard trouble is possible Wednesday night and Thursday morning rush hour. Okay, let's look it up for gas. Goes like this, right? Mostly clouds, low at 30 degrees common for Tuesday. Mostly clouds at mid morning, then west have at 63 degrees common, coming southwest by 6 miles in the morning. So if you're going to go to the Patriots victory parade in Boston at start at 11 a.m., perfect weather for the Patriots viewing parade. And the last time I attended the Patriots victory parade back in 2017 when they attended Super Bowl 51, raining and snowing. Tomorrow's weather for the victory parade for the Patriots is like the Red Sox parade from Halloween, in which it was nice and mild. So expect this to be nice and mild for the Pats victory parade. For Tuesday night, mostly clear sky about 26 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Wednesday, about 5 degrees. Light of a wind. Wednesday, it should rain before 8 p.m. Then freeze rain. Patch bug after 10 p.m. Line 32 degrees. Light east wind to southeast. Chest space at 9% for Thursday. Rain likely made for 9 a.m. Patch bug for 80 miles. Clouds about 43 to about 38 degrees. East about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chest space at 6%. For Friday, Shouts like the main between noon and 2 p.m. Clouds come about 55 to about 22 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Transpiration is 6%. And west about 8 to 10 miles an hour for Saturday. Sunday, most gets about 3 about 15 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 11 miles an hour for Sunday. South about 32 degrees. West about 36 miles an hour for Sunday night. Chance of snow, mostly guys about 23 degrees. Southwest about 25 miles an hour. Transpiration 40%. And for Monday, chance of snow, mostly guys about 37 degrees. Calvin gives Southwest about 5 miles an hour. Transpiration is 40%. Right now, Naughton, it's foggy, misty, and it's 32 degrees. And that's going to be your father, Peter Channel, sign off news on this. Late Monday night, February 4th, 2019. Viewers will be up. Good night with a good bye. Day 2. I'll see you tomorrow morning. More report. I hope you all have a good night.